name is ShaQuann Harris, and I am the founder and visionary of A Gift to Dance. And I want to tell you about my book. It's called A Gift to Dance, Cultivating Your Ministry.
In this book, I detail how to understand your call, starting and maintaining your ministry, given its structure, dance etiquette, how to flow in different shifts of the spirit, garment care, and so much more. To purchase your signed copy, please click the link down below in the description box.
You can use this as a tool and a resource to take your ministry to the next level. So grab your copies now.
We are the temple, you are the voice, we are the soul, you are the...
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Dance Room. This is a special edition, the Atlanta series. Today, I have a very, very special guest on today. I'm so excited. Aren't you excited? Yes. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I know who you are, but tell everyone who you are.
Hi, I am Christy Morris. I am the coordinator and choreographer at the House of Hope Atlanta under the leadership of Dr. E. Smith. And our dance ministry is named Anointed Treasures of Praise.
Yes. Welcome. Just go ahead and give them a little bit of your background, like how you got started in ministry and stuff like that.
Okay, I first began dancing, period, in college. I danced in the marching band at the Savannah State University Marching Quintet Pioneer Band. And from there, once I decided to go back home, turn my life over to God, I just started dancing in church. Never had any experience prior to college to dancing. So I began dancing there, liturgical dance. And then I went to another church, became a member, and they had this awesome mime thing. And they were so dynamic. And I said, maybe I can do this. And I joined there. With my background in liturgical dance already, I began dancing the liturgical team, the adults. I began dancing with the mime team. And I was the leader of the preteens dance ministry as well. I fast forward and became a member of the House of Hope Atlanta, GTR, and I've been a member of the church for 8 years now, a member of the dance ministry for 8 years now, and in leadership role for about 6 years at House of Hope Atlanta.
All right, come on, House of Hope. Shout out to y'all out there, Hopers, whatever y'all call yourselves. I love y'all. Y'all like my second family. Of course, we've collaborated in the past, and it's just always a joy to work with y'all.
Exactly.
Yes. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Right.
Tell the people what the dance ministry mean to you.
Okay, what the dance ministry means to me. From me being a part, and a lot of the ladies, it's a release from your everyday norm. We go through so much from being mothers to being wives to being friends, and in your work life. Sometimes you just need to get away. This allows us to get around women with like minds, and even with men with like minds, and we come together and we collaborate and we dance for the Lord. Everyone is not gifted with the voice to preach, but I'm thankful that God has blessed me and all the ladies in the dance ministry and naked dance ministry with the gift to dance. So we preach our sermon that way, and we tell what God means to us. And so for me, the ministry has been such a lifesaver. It has brought me through some very hard times when I was going through, didn't know the way out. God would drop a song in my spirit, and He'll begin to give me moves to create choreography. So it's just been a joy and a blessing that He can take just the sounds and He can paint a picture.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, dance ministry is a release for a lot of us, me especially, because for me, that's how I get my prayer through. Yeah, I can verbalize it and everything, but once I put like movement to it, I feel like I've conveyed the message more accurately to God. Even though He knows what I'm saying anyway. But I pretty much dance my prayers. So I'm with you on that. Okay? Now, how do you cultivate your gift?
For me, I make sure in cultivating my gift, I reach out to other dance ministries. As you said, we have collaborated. I believe that it's a community, and we can all come together to uplift and edify God's word. And so I make sure that I also study different. I might view YouTube, see some videos, all such inspiration that it leads me to choreography, whether it's gospel songs or worldly songs. They have been an inspiration to us, and direct us back to God. So I'll do those things. I make sure that I try to get the ladies to attend different conferences and workshops, because I feel for me, there's only so much I can teach you guys, but there's others that I might lack in a certain area, and they can teach you and take you further as well. So I want to make sure that we're not closed off just to our group, but we are also open to learn from other people as well.
Yes, absolutely. All right. What do you believe the role of the dance ministry is?
The role of the dance ministry, as we're taught, is to set the atmosphere for the church. Our church, we do praise and worship, dancing on a weekly basis. So we come together, do choreography, or we do free flow movement, and we make sure that we're going out. We're very prepared. For service for when everyone is coming in. Sometimes we do try to engage the congregation when we're dancing. We may go up the aisles a little bit. If someone else is in the aisles dancing, we may go up to them and dance a little bit with them. Also, we want to make sure that everyone understands that the role of the dance ministry is not for entertainment. We are not celebrities and stars and singers, that we are out here trying to entertain you. But what we want to do is to continue to give you a different avenue for you to go to God. We want you to know that there is free worship and you're able to join in. If you see something that we do, we like to know that you enjoyed it by a way of worship, not as entertainment. So I have to also always let them know when, if someone says in rehearsal or someone outside of the ministry say, I love to see you guys perform, I have to let them know up front, we are not performers.
Yes, tell them.
We are ministers of God.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
we do ministry.
That's a thing with me too. And one thing I don't like is when they call us a dance team. We are not a dance team. We're a team, but we're not a dance team. And I'm like, you can't join the dance ministry expecting to get put on. And I touched on this like a while back. One thing I've been noticing is like a lot of people like come to the church and use their gifts and talents to get discovered, because a lot of Hollywood now is like,
Exactly.
you have Greenleaf and all of that. People are like pulling people out of the church, and they're going on to bigger and much, better things, on the worldly perspective. But a lot of people come in with their gifts and talents just to get put on, or just to get discovered or whatever. They got cut that out.
Exactly.
Cut
Exactly.
it out.
We
Just
let them
stop.
know very fast that we are not here for entertainment.
Oh,
We want to paint a picture for you, but we want that to be what draws you in closer to God.
absolutely. And some of the things that we do, nowadays we're getting much, much more creative. We're adding production and theatrics to what we do now, but it's not to entertain you. It's to draw you closer to God and to pretty much capture your attention. Because
Mhm.
a long time ago, we used to start out like this and wait for the
Exactly.
music to start.
Exactly. You're already in position.
Just waiting for y'all to just press play. Yes, yes, yes. Come on.
Exactly.
Now, since you're touching on it, let's go a little bit deeper. What is some advice that you can give to those starting out?
The one thing that I would say starting out, and this is something that I truly had to learn to understand. For me, not being a dancer or having the dance background, I'm easy at following steps and catching on to the movements and that nature. I had to learn the hard way that technique is very important. I thank Trina, who
Shout
was
out to
the,
Trina.
yes, I thank Trina for being that person who instilled in me the importance of technique. I didn't know technique. I just knew I'm coming up off my feet onto my toes. But A has a technical term and it's relevant.
Yes.
So I thank her for introducing that to me as well as to others, because it has helped us in learning different things, and not just turning around in circles and you're dizzy, but it's a
Yeah.
way that you have to do your turns,
You got
and
spot.
it's a proper name for them, and understanding that. So I do thank her for that. So for anyone who wants to join the dance ministry, I will say do be familiar with basic techniques at least. Understand that. For someone who is looking to start a dance ministry, um, make sure you understand your reasoning for starting it. Again, not for entertainment purposes. But most importantly, when you're starting out, understand your garments. The worst thing for me is when people are not properly dressed and
Mm-hmm.
their attire is not complementing to everyone a part of the ministry.
Yeah.
The ministry that I'm a part of, we have about 20 ladies. And these are 20 different body types and 20 different body styles. And everyone is going to be looking at everyone. So you have to compliment everyone in every area. You have to be very selfless when selecting your garments. Maybe I got off on saying that, but though that's very important to me.
Yes, because a lot of us are blessed and highly favored. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So keep that in mind. Um, what about those who are seasoned, been doing it for a long time, like you and I, been in
Yeah,
this thing?
for people who are seasoned, the one thing I want to say is be open to others' suggestions. So many people have been so seasoned that they find control and, oh, this works, we can do it this way.
Yeah.
But new generation, new style of dancing, and new stories to be portrayed. So they come with fresh ideas and everything. Don't be afraid to relinquish some of the responsibility to other people as well. I try to make sure with the ladies that um, because someone else has to take over eventually. I know I'm seasoned and I know I'm certain of what I'm doing, but someone else has to carry the torch as well. It's not my ministry, it's our ministry. So we have to work together as a team, and you have to be very welcoming to people when they come to join the ministry, that they understand we work together here. And we have to be able to get along and work together, and you have to respect others and their ideas that they bring to the table.
Yes, and cultivate those relationships with each other.
Yep.
Because that's gonna make a difference, because not just on the inside, but on the outside too. When you all go forth, they can see unity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna be unity presented to the people. And it's like, okay, and that gives off a great example too, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to go out and you're also divided. Even though you're ministering, what you may be doing is powerful, but if the people who are uncertain about it see the vision, it's not really going to, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna really
I
draw.
understand. It's been times when we've danced like that because we made a commitment. But I can honestly say, through a ministry I've been a part, we have danced and there was division. And when you go out there in division, it's noticeable.
Yeah.
We were invited somewhere and we didn't minister to our best ability. They were messed up. And when you're trying to do things in excellence, mess ups are not acceptable. So when they question, hey, are we going to be, why do we get invited next year, this year? Because of what happened before.
Right.
They might not know something internally was going on, but they can see it through the spirit. So when your spirits connect through the dance, they can tell.
Yeah.
So.
And you don't want to clink in the chain. So when you go forth, you want to be just like this and not like this. Because that allows the enemy to come in and just throw you completely off.
Correct.
Fail the assignment, and that's what you don't want to do. So keep that in mind, y'all. Keep that in mind. All right. Now, let's go a little bit deeper. What are your do's and don'ts of ministry?
Do's and don'ts. A do is you have to come to church. You cannot be a part of a ministry within a church and not attend church.
You're the first person to say that. Say it again.
You have to attend services.
Okay.
You cannot minister if you don't know where the house is. You have to know the mission, the vision, and the story, the chapters, the scriptures that the pastor is preaching. Where are you at this time in your church? Where are you flowing at? You have to attend in order to know how to be on one accord. So you have to attend services. That's an important do. Another do for me is I like for the ladies to stay connected. So we like to do outings. We like to do gatherings outside of regularly having dance rehearsal. We can come together all the time and have a dance rehearsal, but I want to make sure that we develop relationships. That way we'll be able to understand one another. If we only see each other on Tuesdays or Thursdays for 2 hours, we really not getting to know who this person is. Who my sister or my brother is that's a part of this ministry. But if we go out and do regular outings with each other, we get to know each other. So if something happened in rehearsal you don't understand, you feel free and open to go, hey, can you assist me with this? Yeah. So that's another do for me. Don't be late all the time to rehearsal. That bothers me. Don't do not call me when it's time for rehearsal. Do not call me at 6:45 and rehearsal starts at 7 o'clock. Do not call me at 7:15 and rehearsal started at 7 o'clock. We got a problem because you knew you was gonna be late before 7 o'clock. So tell me in advance.
Okay.
Yes. Communication. Yes. That's an important do. Communicate.
Now, y'all, just a disclaimer, I didn't know Christy was gonna come on here and read y'all like this. So don't call me.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's love. I let them know it's love also.
Love y'all. All right, so who do you look up to in ministry? Who inspired you?
In ministry, as far
Yeah,
as relating to dance ministry.
yeah, as far as dance. Mm-hmm.
Well, in ministry, who I looked up to, very importantly, I had an old choir director.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Keisha Collins. She's now Keisha Walton. She just got married. Um, Excellent, superb leader. I know it's two different areas, the choir and the dance ministry. But as far as being a leader, she has set the foundation of things that people are responsive to, able to respect where she's coming from. So I look up to her for that. Also, a part of the A-Top ministry, I always look up to Mia Moore. Mia is very objective. She always finds the silver lining in everything. So if I be like, oh man, they just switched the song on us, I don't know. She's like, Christy's gonna be all right. It's always a pleasantry when dealing with her. It's not a lot of times you can get people like that. Sometimes if you feeling bad, they gonna help you to bring you on down and how you're feeling. But she has one of those very good spirits. And as soon as I joined the ministry, as soon as I walked into the room, she was like, hello, and hugged everybody. So before the era of COVID, she would just hug everybody. She ain't hugging nobody now. But she would hug you and make you feel welcome. And that's what I always want to do. Make sure that I can always leave something pleasant for someone to say about me. And I can never say anything bad about her because she's just such a great person. And in ministry, she's helped me along. She's helped me through those days when I've wanted to give up, when I've wanted to quit. She's helped me to be like, hey, you got this going. Don't give up. Everything's gonna be all right. So I really do just want to, thank her for always being that person who I can turn to, whether it's ministerial related or friendship related. From dealing with my child or anything, I can go to her.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. That's good. It's always important to have somebody that you could, lean on in your times and when you just need somebody to talk to, especially in ministry. You
Yes.
need somebody to vent to. And that's confident. You really need that. So
Yeah.
I advise everybody to get you one or at least identify who in your core circle of friends is that person. So
Hmm.
explain to everyone the importance of mentorship.
The importance of mentorship is you want to make sure others that's coming behind you, they know where they're going. So for mentoring, I have a few of the ladies are part of the ministry. I may say, hey, I want you to do this part of the dance. And I make sure that we get together and we go through their choreography and I make sure they understand, well, you see, you just did something low right here. Listen to the song, listen to the pattern of where this is going. Because it takes more than just one person for us to be great. So you have to make sure you're constantly instilling into others that we're going to go forth, we're going to grow, and I want you to grow and be successful at this also. So you want to make sure that your representation is always you're putting your best foot forward. It's not saying to put on in front of people, but to be yourself and make sure they can see your authentic self of who you are and that there's something that they can gain and learn from you that's going to catapult them as well.
Yes, that's good advice right there. That's good. Now, I know you've been in ministry for a minute now. what's the most memorable moment you've had in ministry?
What was very stressful for me, our ministry went through a few ups and downs, like a lot of things, relationships. So when I first became the choreographer for the dance ministry, so we understand it, we don't call them directors or, that we call ourselves either the coordinator and choreographer. So before I became the coordinator, I was the choreographer for years. And the most memorable for me is the first dance that I choreographed for our church. It was for Women's Day, and it was a mime dance.
Okay.
And it was about 18 of us dancing, so that women up and down. But the nervousness that set in, and I know it was the spirit of God, but it was also my nerves as well. And of course, you got paint on your face and you're about to dance. I went into the bathroom to just go to the bathroom, and I broke down and started crying because I felt like the human side of me had so much pressure on me because I'm going forth with a piece no one had seen at this church before, and it's my first time. And my eyes were closed, and all of a sudden, I just felt hands on me. So it was time for us to get ready to go up. But instead of us gathering in a circle in the room, everyone came to the bathroom where I was, laid their hands on me and each other, and we prayed right there.
Wow.
And I know it was nobody but God, which that was the name of the song, Nobody But God, that made sure that we went forth. The church loved it. They were standing. Oh, that just sent chills through my body right there, because I just felt a sense of release, and I knew that God had me from there, and that He was entrusting this part of ministry into my hands, and I couldn't let it fail. So yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
that
you're fine. This is why I love y'all. I've experienced being around you guys inside of church and outside of church. Like, I done hung out with y'all. We went and got some chicken together. Listen, y'all are so amazing. Like,
Thank
I
you.
love the bond that you guys have. And just to hear that, this just reassures me like y'all are family for real. So I just pray God's grace over y'all, and I pray that y'all keep that bond going forth. And even those who come in the future, once all of this is over with, that
Yes,
y'all
Lord.
keep it and it just grows and it just grows and it just grows. Yeah, I just love it. Oh my goodness. Now, I know you've had your great moments, but what's the most embarrassing moment you've had in ministry? We all have
Woo!
them. I know I do.
I have one. It was a time my cousin, she started her own mime ministry from her church. And she goes to an older church, smaller church, and they weren't really that keen on dancing within the church. So of course God told her, "You start your ministry outside of the walls." But they loved it so much they allowed it inside the church house. And because it was a traveling ministry when I wasn't dancing, through a time when I was transitioning churches, she asked me to come and dance with them, and I joined her ministry, which was named Led by Christ Mime Ministry. I recall what I'm always doing is making sure everyone else is together. They have their hair done, their makeup done, their clothing is tight. I make sure everything is all right. I'm the last. Well, this particular time we were dancing, I had a ponytail. We know it wasn't a real ponytail, but I danced and I danced so hard that the ponytail flew off. I did not stop dancing, and I saw the mother pick it up and pass it over. She was making sure it made it to one of my friends. So after I finished dancing, I had my hair. Most embarrassing moment.
Listen, that's kind of like one of my most embarrassing moments.
Hmm.
Except, I, ooh, I thought I pinned it down real good. And when Kim kills me. I had help. Two of my babies, I told this story before, but two of my babies, they helped me pin that ponytail down, and I wrapped it up in the bud. And it just started unraveling because it was a bundle. It just unraveled, and it just this track of hair just cascade down.
Yeah.
And my bishop, he was up there dancing like, and he was like, "Should I get it? Oh,
Exactly.
what's happening here?" And I just picked it up and I just gave it to the lady on the front row, and she didn't want to give it back to me afterwards.
No.
Yeah, that was what was funny about it. And I posted about it.
She said it was a blessing. She got blessed. She got blessed with some hair.
Yeah, she didn't want to give it back to me, and I was like, "No, give me my hair back." But I beat everybody to social media because I just knew they was gonna eat me up about it, and I just posted it myself. I was like, "Look, this what happened."
Exactly.
And here go the hair right here in my hand. This sometimes you gotta beat the people to the story before they get their own. But you live and you learn, right? Make sure that the head down, sewed in, stuck together. Yeah. Pin your weave, ladies. Pin your weave. Now, what is some advice that you can give to those in leadership?
One thing for advice I would give to people in leadership is reach out to some other leaders. I've learned so much from other leaders, from other churches. There are some things within our ministry that we do great, and some things we can't seem to get a handle on. And you have to go outside of yourselves to find it, as I stated. So I'm glad for the relationships within the dance ministry world that I've created with other people, because needing advice, I can reach out to them. With other people, as a leader, I think it's very important to reach out to your members. Don't just wait till that day that you're having rehearsal and you talk to them. I try to make sure that I try to send a text to someone, talk to some of the ladies, and call them as well. Some people you will develop a friendship with. Some people will just be that relationship within the ministry. But everyone, you want to make sure that you can develop a relationship with all of them, because as the leader, you're doing the choreography and you're teaching them. You're able to learn their strengths and weaknesses. And you have to know how to address some people. Some people don't like being called out in front of everybody.
Right.
Some people you have to pull to the side. And those are things that as a leader, you have to know your people. So that's another thing I say to you as leaders. Make sure you know who's a part of your ministry. And, don't be afraid to not know all the answers. Don't be afraid to get it wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
And have to take the advice from other people.
Right. Stuff happens.
Yep.
Just be open to it. It's okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Like, I messed up.
Yeah.
Somebody help me out.
Yeah. What about the members?
What you mean?
Like those who are under the leadership. Your members. Those who follow you. Your team. Your ministry.
What is the advice to the team? Advice to the team is, my advice to the team is always be present and open if we have to do something new. Don't just shoot it down from the beginning. If someone else comes in that you're bringing in to teach or talk to, be open to what they're saying. Also, don't be afraid. If you're new and you don't know anybody, don't be afraid to get to know other people. Yeah. That's how you create your bonds with everyone.
Yeah.
think that's about it on that one.
That's
All I
it.
can think of at the moment.
And be teachable, y'all. It's okay. Be
Oh,
teachable.
definitely be teachable.
Be teachable, and be receptive to what's going on, even in the midst of chaos. Just use your wisdom, and just go with the flow.
Yeah,
God tells you to move, then that's the word that you listen to. But in the meantime, that leader was set in place for a reason. So
correct.
just keep that in mind.
Yes,
All
be open.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, now. But thank you so much for stepping into the dance room on today. I really appreciate it.
Yay. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes. Now tell everyone where they can find you on social media, just in case they're just interested in joining the ministry. They may already be a member of House of Hope and probably just never seen this side. So now they're probably like more open to like actually reach out. So where can they find you on social media?
Well, I do have, what is it? Facebook. It's my name, Christy Morris. I have Instagram. I really don't know the name of it because I don't really post. Of course, if you can always reach out to the church, which is House of Hope Atlanta, and they will contact us through our worship and art leader. You can always send an email to the church, and we get all the information as well. And I will return your call as soon as I get it.
Okay, now she's prompt, y'all. She gonna call you back. I promise
Yes.
you. Chrissy gonna call you back. All right, but once again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in on today for another episode of the Dance Room. This is the Atlanta series. You can like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe to our channel, A Gift to Dance TV. You can follow us on Instagram at A Gift to Dance. Also, like our page on Facebook, A Gift to Dance Conference. Now, if you would like to sow into our ministry, you can via Cash App, and that's $ A Gift to Dance. Until next time, I will see y'all in the dance room. Bye bye.
Bye.